Hello. Hi, I am Spantopia Rose, but you can call me Span. How are you? I thought today we could do a art supply video because it has been a minute since I've done an art supply video and I really enjoy them. So I thought we'd do what's in my pencil case. So this is my main pencil case. This is the tried and true my much loved Doctor Who. It's got Daleks on it. Please scream exterminate. And it's kind of like propaganda for victory poster. And I got this from some of my closest friends for one of my birthdays, maybe my 21st I think, or one of the big birthdays where we had a party anyway. I really like the sounds it makes, and the tapping. The tapping is generally pretty good. So let's see what we have inside. This will probably be a genuine surprise for me. I just love the sound of pencils inside a pencil case. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to pull out is this shouldn't be in here, is a brown fine liner texture. Now I have a completely different pencil case for these. I wonder if I was just using it for something and then put it away. In the wrong spot. So what do I do? Alright. I think it's this one. Let's check. Yes. So in here we have a set of pencils and a set of fine liners. So they live in this pencil case. If you would like a pencil case tour of this pencil case, please leave a comment in the comments below and I will make one of those as well. But for now, we also have a purple Sharpie, a fine liner purple Sharpie. What am I going to do with all of these little supplies that are going to be out? I'll just put them on the desk. We also have some of these starting to peel. These are for smudging pencils, so for blending when your pencils, you got all the graphite down and then you just smudge it with these, and these are just differing sizes smudge tools. one starting to peel. What else? We have everyone's favourite small sponge. I was wondering where this was. So I use this for mic brushing, mic sponging, and I use it for watercolors. It makes good sounds. Even not. Even when it's not brushing, it makes cool sounds. I need to do more small sponge videos. Okay, another thing we have is this The Lion King themed pen. Now it has leopard spots, but it's not a leopard. It is a lion. A lion is Simba. Simba, but why is the pen leopard prints? I will never understand Disney's new marketing regime, but it has all of the colours. I have a feeling like we may have already done a video about this. Maybe when I got it for Christmas. Alright. So the next thing we have is an eraser, because I can't do art without making mistakes. Creativity is allowing yourself to make mistakes. Art is knowing which mistakes to keep. So the next thing we have is a pencil. This is a HB pencil. That is all the information I have about this pencil. This could be a long video. Alright, the next thing we have, just grab a couple of things. We'll grab a couple of things. We got 3 pens. We've got a brush pen. We have a brush pen. A brush nibbed pen. That was my wrist. We have a second brush pen. Yes, another brush pen. Very nice. And of course we have a Uniball pen, which is just a black pen. Just a black pen, great for doing black lines, surprisingly enough. The next thing I have is a bright orange highlighter. A neon highlighter. It is a Sharpie brand, apparently. A Sharpie brand. Fluoro XL. Neon orange highlighter. We also have, I'm just going to get a bunch of things that are the same. We have something on the floor. So the first thing we have is 2 white pencils. We have a Stadler, Norris 125 white pencil. And we also have a Derwent Studio Chinese white pen. pencil. Now I bought these because when you're working on a paper that is brown, it's really good to do highlights in white, and also that was another reason. Oh, when you're working in like charcoals and stuff, you can come back in and work in the white. Right, so the next thing we have is 3 white pens. Now we've got 2 which look the same, that are Uniball, and then one that is a different brand. Hybrid Gel Grip DX. I know, hybrid. So we've got 3 white gel pens, and these are great for finishing touches on things such as watercolors or ink drawings, just to add highlights. Alright, in that same vein, we also have whiteout. Whiteout is good because it will go over ink well. One moment. Okay, never mind. And you give it a shake. And then the whiteout just pours out of the tip, and then you can mask away. It's not really like that stuff, masking fluid. It's not really masking fluid. It's just whiteout, like what we used to have at school. Alright, some more things I'll pull out. We have a 3B pencil, a small 3B pencil, because 3B is really nice to sketch in, because you can have really dark heavy lines and quite light lines, so I like sketching in those. We also have a watercolor sketch pencil, so the idea of this is that you sketch out and then you can like color in as well with like watercolors, but like sketchy watercolors, if you get my drift. I've not used it a lot, but I would like to. Yeah, I think it would look really good. Right, so the next thing we have is a 2H, which is quite long. I don't really use 2H as much because they're too light. This is a 2B pencil. 2Bs are almost 3Bs, but just not quite as nice, not quite as good. And then I have a Pilot fine liner, which is just another felt tip pen. Another felt tip pen. Okay, we have a lot of similar things in here. Pull out a handful. Alright, now we have, oh, I love this. So I've invented a little spaceman character, very similar to this little dude here, this little shiny spaceman. And these are called stationary star pencils, and this is one of those things that you can take the top nib and then shove it up itself and get a sharp nib at the top. So is that pacer? Is it a type of pacer? I'm not sure, but I got it from Daiso, I think, the cheap Japanese store in Sydney, and I bought so many of these, and I only have a few left now, but I really like them. They like the feel and the ever sharpness. Here is a charcoal pencil. It's don't use it much. Medium charcoal. It's a pencil with charcoal in the middle. Right. The next one we have. This looks like a 6B. I've sharpened both ends, as you can see, so I don't know what type of B pencil it is, but it's not a 3B because we already saw that earlier, so I think it would be darker than that. looking like it has the feel of a 6B to me. I would use it as a darker shading pencil. And then we've got a red pen. Just a red pen. And then we've got 2 more pens. This is a waterproof fine liner deluxe uniball. So it's just another pen, also in black. And then this pen is a 0.05 fine liner. It's a Stadler, 0.05. So what that means is that it's a very, very fine tip point. Very, very fine. And that's for doing tiny little lines and dots. Tiny little ones. Tiny little lines and dots. Hashtag my art. My art. 0.05. I really like this pen. It's very subtle and cute and just fine. Just very fine. Alright, so we'll pull out a couple more things. We have a 8B. An 8B. That's good for dark shadows. Dark shadows. We also have a 2B, which is similar to a 3B, so it is also well used. You can see how much I use these over the H pencil I showed you earlier by the height, because I got them all at the same time. They're all in a pack. These ones, I use this one, not so much. Right, and then we also, here we have another 2B pencil. 2B or not 2B, it's 2B. And then we have a Copic Marker. So this is a Gassenfreud, Copic Gassenfreud. They're made in Japan and they are the best. They are the best brush pens. Really, really nice brush pens. I really love them. Yeah. They just give really, really crisp, clear lines. And are just generally easy and clean and nice and just feel good to use, you know. And then here we have a 0.4, a 0.4 fine liner. So it's fine like the one I showed you before, but it was 0.05. This is just 0.4. So it's quite a big nib in comparison. You get a much deeper line, as you can see by instruction on my hand. Alright, so that's that pen. Oh, here's a fun thing. This is my weighted companion cube. My weighted companion cube. My weighted companion cube has never threatened to stab me. I keep him in my pencil case. And she's never once threatened to stab me. Alright, the cake is a lie. Alright, so another thing we have is another eraser. This eraser, this rubber is black. Once you go black, you never go back. That's not true. I like my white erasers as well. So, only a few things left. We have a light blue pencil. It's just a light blue pencil. It should not be in here. It has a separate house. I was going to say it's a separate case, but I can't see the stand right now. It should be on that desk over there, but I don't know where. I don't know where this goes, so he gets to stay with the important ones, I suppose. Here's another one of those star pencils that I was talking about. You take the top out, put the bottom in, and then you get sharp. Yay! I love these. And there's that little inspiration. That little nugget of inspiration. Made me realize how isolated I feel sometimes, and I was like, I relate a lot to this little dude. So then I invented my own version of him. So this is a blue pen. This is a blue fine liner, pen, and this is just a blue ballpoint pen. This is an aqua. This is like that pencil I was telling you about before, but it doesn't have any wood. So it is a watercolor graphite. So it's a water-soluble graphite pencil. It's a Progresso Aquarelle, and the idea is that you sketch heavy with it, and then you can move the pigment around with the water. I haven't Haven't explored a lot with those yet, but I would like to. Here is another Copic gas infusion, Copic Marker, Copic Marker, Copic Marker, Copic. What do you say? Copic or Copic? Another Copic gas infusion, which just has that really nice nib. Hey, nice nibs. Again. So just a couple more little things. We've got a pen without its sheath. It looks like a red pen. I might just put that straight in the bin. Straight in the bin. We also have some of my favourite pencils here. But before I show you my favourite pencils, I'll show you whatever these two are. So we've got this is just a graphite stick, so it's not water soluble, it's just a woodless pencil, a woodless graphite pencil. It doesn't say how many B's it is, it doesn't say how many B's or H's. So these are my favourite pencils. You can tell because they are small. They are small pencils. That means I've used them too much and now they're almost too small to use. So we've got a 4B, a very cute little 4B that is still sharp and can still be used. I like it. 4B. We have a, it doesn't say, I'm going to guess 6B. I'm going to guess it's a 6B because it's dark and heavy again and well used. We have a slightly larger 2B pencil, 2B pencil. We have a 6B. This is a triangular pencil that you can grip really well, and it is a 2B. And we have a 4B. We don't have any 3Bs, which is funny because I probably have used or broken all of my favourite 4Bs. 3Bs. This is a 4B, just the very small one. And we have a 2B and we have a 4B. So 2 4Bs and a 2B. 2B or 4B? 2B or not 2B? So they're all roughly the same size. That's probably about the size my hand goes. You know what, this is actually almost too hard to grip. Yeah, so that is everything in my everyday pencil case. My everyday pencil case. As I said earlier, I do have multiple pencil cases. This is just like the main one, the one that comes out, the one that comes out when I want to sketch something, when I have ideas, when I'm not doing a finished artwork, and even sometimes when I am. I particularly like some of these things for sketchbooks. This is like my everyday pencil case. I really enjoyed sharing that with you. Really enjoyed sharing all of that with you. And I'll put the little sponge back in. There we go. And then we can zip it up. Zippity zippity. Nice face. But yeah, like I said, I do have other pencil cases. And if you would like tours of those, then you need but ask. You don't need but, you just need but ask. Just give me a recommendation in the comments below, and if you like this video, then I can make either one video with these 3 or one video each. And I have other art supplies as well. But yes, all 4 of these were just sitting on my desk because that is where I do my art. Alright. I hope that you got some sort of rest or interest or tingles from the contents of my pencil case. Do you have a pencil case? Oh, what's in yours? What's in your pencil case? Alright. Well, okay. Good night, good night. Good night, sleep well, good night, sleep well, good night. Good night, sleep well, good night, sleep well, good night, sleep well. How do you turn this thing